Hello guys, welcome to the second video in the Android Dagger tutorial. In the last video we saw how to create the Dagger dependency graph for your application and then inject the dependencies from the graph into your activities. So in this video I will be showing you how to inject those dependencies into your fragments. So if you are directly watching this video, I would highly recommend you to watch the first video. And I'll just give you a recap of what we did in the first video. So in the first video we created our app component, which is the root of our dependency graph. In the app component we were binding our application instance so that our app component is available throughout the application lifecycle. This app component contains three modules: Android injection module, test module, and activity builder module. Activity builder module is nothing but a module in which we mark all our activities which can be injected. In our project we only have one activity, that is main activity, and we want to make it injectable, so we mentioned it here using the contributes Android injector. The other module which we included in our app component was test module. The test module actually provides us the object which we want in our activities and fragments. So just for an example, I created a launch details class which contains a single field which is the launch time, and it is of type long. So in this video I will be showing you how to, in the last video we injected launch details into our main activity, as you can see here. So in this video I will be showing you how to inject this launch details into your fragment. So now first we'll create a fragment holder in our activity layout. So we'll get rid of this, and then we'll have a frame layout. We'll make it match parent, and we will give it an ID. We will give it an ID of fragment container. And now we will be making two fragments for our example purpose. So we'll make two fragments, fragment A and fragment B. Now both of these are fragments, so we extend it with fragment, but instead of the regular fragment we will extend it with Dagger fragment. Why are we extending it with Dagger fragment? Because we do not want the boilerplate code which we have to write if we are extending it with regular fragment. So if you are extending it with regular fragment, you will have to implement another method, another interface, which is has Android injector, and then you have to inject dispatching Android injector here. So we don't want to do this, we don't want to write this boilerplate code, so we just extend it with Dagger fragment. Okay, so both our fragments will be Dagger fragment. Now we want to create the layout for these fragments. So I'll create two layouts, layout fragment A and then another layout which is layout fragment B. Okay, so in both of these layouts we will just have a text view. height and width of wrap content, and we will give it an ID of TV. And since we are in a constraint layout, we will have to provide the layout constraints. So layout constraint style. So our layout is ready for fragment B, and the same layout will be for fragment A. We are keeping the text view to display the timestamp, launch timestamp. So we go to our fragment A and then we override on create view, and here we will return the view. So we do inflator dot inflate r dot layout dot, this is fragment A, so I will return fragment A, and then the container, and if I want to attach it to the root, I will give it false. So and on view created, I'll override it. Here I will set the text view to our launch timestamp. So to get the launch timestamp, first we have to inject launch details. Remember one thing, whatever, if you are doing field injection or any injection, then you cannot make the variable as private, otherwise Dagger cannot inject into that field. So if you want to inject, make sure to keep it not private. So let init var launch details. So now Dagger will give us the launch details, and here we can set our text view with the launch timestamp. And similarly in fragment B we will do it. The reason why I am creating two fragments is because I want to show you that in all the three places, activity, fragment A and fragment B, we will get the same launch details class. And here I can do it. It actually doesn't matter which layout because it's the same. Okay, it's fragment. Okay, right. Now we have the two fragments ready. Now from the main activity, we will have to start our fragment transaction. So we'll do support Fragment Manager dot begin transaction dot we can do replace. This is the ID which we gave to our fragment container. And then we pass the fragment instance. So in our case it will be fragment A, then commit. Now once the activity is created, we will replace the fragment container with fragment A. And now from fragment A, in fragment A we will display the launch timestamp, and then from fragment A we also want to go to fragment B, and there also we will display the launch timestamp. So we create a button and give it an ID of BTN, and then we have to give the constraint. And this one will be top 2. Yeah. And in the fragment A we will also have to give a listener, on click listener for the button which we just created. Okay. set on click listener, and on this click we will go to the fragment B. So we'll do fragment manager dot begin transaction dot replace output id dot fragment container, and then an instance of fragment B. And this should be okay. So our fragment A is ready. It will display the launch details. Then upon clicking the button, we'll go to the next fragment, fragment B, in which we will also again display the launch details. So let me give a text to the button. Go to fragment B. And the last thing which is left out is in our activity builder module, we will have to mark the fragments which are injectable. So for that we will have to create class which we can call main activity fragment builder module. We can make it a class, and then here this will be a module, or this will be an abstract class, and then here we will use the contributes Android injector, and then we'll write a function as bind fragment. Okay, this will return fragment. Yes, this is the abstract, and then we will also mention fragment B. So now this module tells that fragment A and fragment B can be injected. Now this module has to again be included in the activity builder module. So with the contributes Android injector, we can specify modules. So here we will specify main activity fragment builder module class. So now this class activity builder module, which used to tell us that which activities can be injected, now also tells us that along with this activity you also inject the activities fragments, you also inject the fragments which is mentioned in this module, which is fragment A and fragment B. And in main activity we can do a log of the timestamp. So I'll do activity timestamp launch details dot launch time dot different. So now this should work. Let us try it on our emulator. Okay, so we are getting an error. It says TV is incompatible attribute. Okay. It will be IDTV. Yeah. So now this should work. So our activity is launched, and as soon as the activity is launched, uh, we are replacing it with fragment A. So this is fragment A. Here we are getting the timestamp as if we just look at the last part 9677. If we go to fragment B, then also we'll get the same timestamp. Okay, upon clicking this, nothing is happening, so we will have to check. Okay, we did not commit this transaction. Fine, so let us run it again. So the app launches, main activity launches it, then launches the fragment A. Here we can see the last digits as 8887. Now we will go to fragment B. Here also you can see the last digits are 8887. And if we check our logcat to see what was the time printed on the activity. Okay, so, okay, this one. So here we can give activity timestamp. So here also you can see it is the same number. So we are getting same number because in our test module we have written this as singleton. So singleton specifies that this object, there will be only one instance of this object, and only that instance is being injected into fragment A, fragment B and main activity. So if you remove the singleton annotation, if I now run the app, you will see different timestamp on all the three different places, because now three different instances of this launch details will be created. So here you can see the last digits are 1743. In fragment B it is something else, and also in our main activity log which we have put, it is different, 1476. So I hope I made it clear how to inject your dependencies into fragments. Thanks for watching the video and stay tuned.